Hi, everyone. Hello out there and social media land. We are here on another episode of the Question Live Show with your host, moi, Verona Willis-Brown. Yes, we are here again. And I want to thank you so much. Yes, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for being here. You know, when you show up, I show up, we show up together, and we are one big happy family. Absolutely. So I want to thank you for showing up. Come on in the room. Yes, I say, come on in. It is Thursday. Well, it's Thursday for me, and it might be Friday for you. So whatever case it is, whether it is Thursday or Friday, I want to say blessed day to you all out there on social media land. Yes. So come on in the room. Let's talk about this mix up, change up, all sort of stuff. We are going to go into all that stuff because sometime in life, we got to change up some things, honey. You got to change up your hair, ladies. You got to change up your nails, your outfit. We got to change up a few things sometimes. We can't just go with the norm and the regular routine to get somewhere. So we want to talk about a couple topics. We're just going to go into two habits tonight where we are going to change up the way we see our success story as we dive on in. You know, we talk about we going forward. And the only way to get to the success story, to build a success story, is to go forward, to go head on into there. So I want to thank you so much for being here. Now listen, if you are tuning in for the very first time seeing me, first time hearing me, first time hearing about the Question Live Show, listen, first timers, I welcome you. Absolutely, I welcome you. So I ask you just to put your name in the comment, right there in the comment section. Put your name in the comment section so we could know it is your first time. So you get that special welcome. Absolutely. And for those who are tuning in for second and third and fourth time, you're just a regular audience. I said, welcome. Welcome. You know, when you show up, we show up together so we can celebrate and love on each other. So yes, I want to say welcome to one and all. New, not new. Hey, listen, we just one big family right here. So good. So listen to me now. Listen. If this is your first time tuning in, I just want to let you know that we do have some rules here. Yes, don't you get scared with this word rules. Rules are everywhere, so don't let your heart go boof, and your heart and your mind go all over the place when I say there are rules on the show. Of course, there are rules on the show. There are rules everywhere you turn. Whether you come to my house, I go to your house, you go to church, you go to mass, you go to the temple, you go anywhere around the world. There are rules. Of course. Some of them we bend, some of them we don't abide by. Some of them we have to just abide by some their rules. And sometimes those rules that make you better. So yes, we want to abide by some rules. So here on the Question Live Show, we just have baby rules. I call them house rules. Absolutely house rules. Okay. And they're very simple. We just have like 1, 2, 3, 3.5, 4, sometimes 5 rules. Very simple 5 rules that we lay out right here on the show. And they go accordingly. Well, in no particular order. We lay them out just like this. They're very simple. The first rule is if you are seeing me or hearing me, yes, and I spotlight your name on the screen, simply mean I acknowledge you. And that simply mean if I acknowledge you in the audience, you absolutely, you're in the live audience, honey. And if you are in the live audience, I ask you to just look down on the bottom, 1, 2, 3 over there. You will see the share button. Click that share button and invite someone else to come on in with us. Listen, come on and dine with us because you see, sharing the live is like sharing fresh food that just come out of the oven or off the stove, the one that your mama cooked, the one that now becomes your favorite meal. Yes, and if it is your favorite meal, honey, you want to share your favorite meal. Why? Because it tastes so good. you want to share that. Absolutely. So when you share that, I hope they come on in and dine with you. No, if you are watching this or you're listening to this and I don't acknowledge you in the audience, put you on the screen, most likely, you are watching the replay. And if you are watching the replay, hashtag replay and look for the share button, which is right there, and click it and invite someone else to come on in and dine with us. Listen, sharing the replay is like sharing leftover food. And let me tell you, some leftover food do taste good, honey. Yes, indeed. Some people don't eat leftover food, but hey, that's their choice. But I tell you, some leftover food, it tastes good. So we want to share that as well, right? Because it tastes good. Now listen, they have a saying that says sharing is caring, but no, sharing is not caring. No, sharing is a part of our DNA and caring is a part of our DNA. So we want to get those two together. We want to mix and mingle those two together, intertwine them, and we want to exercise the right to share and to care. Absolutely. That's exactly what we want to do. So whether you share the live or whether you share the replay, honey, it is about how we feel from the inside. Sharing. Yes, we want to care. So that's rule number 1. Rule number 2 is this. Grab yourself something to write with, whether it is a pen, a pencil, a marker, a crayon, whatever it is. It could be a piece of feather. I don't know where you're going to get a piece of feather, but wherever it is, they used to use feather. Mom, if you got a piece of feather, you want to get some ink or some paint to dip it into, scrabble away. And when you do that, you want to grab yourself a notebook or what? A piece of paper. Absolutely. And if you don't have that, grab your electronic devices, whether it is your phone, your device, whatever your electronic devices is. And you're going to look in there. Inside there, there's a blank page called the notepad section. Utilize it. That's why they created it. Utilize that blank page. Yes, indeed. And if you don't have that blank page, you go on your cell phone and then you're going to text back to yourself. Yes, indeed. Because wherever you see me from, you're watching me on a device because you're not in my studio. So you're watching me on some form of device. So somewhere there's a blank page, okay? Now listen. Oh, text back to yourself. Listen to me. This show is called The Question Live Show. So I know you're sitting somewhere asking the question, Verona, what is it that you are telling me to write down or text back to myself? Good question, good question. Let me answer you right away. You see, here on The Question Live Show, we drop juicy contents and golden nuggets, and I encourage you to write them down. Yes, write them down. There are a couple of reasons why I tell you to write things down. But one, when you write things down, you're extracting the very thoughts out of your head and you're putting them on paper and they become real, and they manifest. Some people like to see things so it could be visual. You know, people have visual learning. Put it on paper. But when you put things on paper, it manifests a little bit faster because become black and white, looking straight back at you like, you wrote me, use me, right? So guess what? And when you do that, the very things that you're putting down, when you write one word, that one word could turn into a sentence and another sentence. And then that sentence become a paragraph and another paragraph. And then that paragraph could expand to a page and another page and so many more pages. And as a result of all those pages, you could get a book. You see, we as writers, we write our own story and then we try to write somebody else's story. But it is not the same effect when we write somebody else's story because everybody got a story inside of their belly. And when you write your own story, you see that the effect is better. It is better for you to write your own story. So I encourage you to write things down. Listen, writing things down, it don't have to be my story, what I say here, but it will teach you something about how you can start your own story. Absolutely. So I encourage you to write things down. And there's something about when you build a relationship between your mind, your pencil, and your finger and the book. There's a relationship. There's something. There's a little connection that happened, right? So please write things down. I'll go into some story of the reason why I said write things down, because I grew up writing things down. Yes, and I grew up trying to remember things as well, because it's going to the grocery, you got to write things down. So yes, with that said, let us go into our next rule. Grab yourself something to drink, whether it is water, wine, tea, or juice, soda, whatever. Maybe it is a popsicle. Sometimes it is a smoothie or some porridge, but sometimes it is broth. Whatever it is, you can put it in the comment section if you choose. You see, when I tell you to put something in there, that whatever you are drinking, not because I want to be nosy, knowing what is it that you're drinking. No, not Verona. I don't want to be nosy. All I'm telling you that when you have something to drink, there are a couple of reasons why. When you drink, you are drinking on my behalf back here, who's doing all the talking. And when you do that, it is a form of support. And two, when you have something to drink, whether it is a glass, from your glass, your cup, your spoon, whatever you put up to your head and drink from, it is showing that we are celebrating each other. So I say, cheers to you. So whatever is it that you are celebrating today, I said, we celebrate. Whether it is that you got married, you're getting married, you have a baby, you're expecting, you just found out that you're expecting, whether you develop yourself a little bit more, whether you make the next step going through your success story. Whatever it is, maybe your child graduated, maybe you graduated from somewhere, maybe you got a great report card, and we would like to celebrate you, whether it is your small win, your big win, whatever it is. So we would like to raise our glass and whatever it is to celebrate you. Absolutely. No, it's up to you if you want to put what is it that you're drinking. Now, me, I like to show up with my water. Couple reasons. You see, water quenches the thirst and it hydrates the body and it flushes the body of toxin. So I like to show with my water. And the next reason is I am a strong believer of miracle. One, Jesus turned water into wine. So I like to come here and look at my water and see what will happen. Because if I believe, I can achieve the very thing that I believe. And that is what I encourage you to do. Keep on believing. Keep on believing. It is very important. So when you do that and you're drinking on my behalf, it is a form of support. So please drink on my behalf. You know, when you support each other, we will grow, we'll have a better community. And when we are going on this journey called success, let me tell you something about that. Nobody gets there by themselves. I need you, you need me, we need each other to get on the success journey. So good. Now, the next one is, if you, absolutely you, not me, if you need to use the bathroom, whether it is to the right or to the left, wherever your bathroom is located, go now. And then you're going to come right back and sit on your seat. Your seat is reserved right here on the Crescent Live Show. Your seat is reserved just like the seat of life. Your seat is reserved with your name on it, with your intention, your expectation, your talent, your gifts, your goals, and your destiny and your purpose. Inside of all of that is greatness. Greatness is inside of all of us. So yes, we want to get into that place of greatness. Listen, if you decide to give up your seat, if you decide to give up your seat, it's like handing over your birthright. And we are not in the business of handing over no birthright here on the Crescent Live Show. No, darling, we will not be doing that. So if you get here and there's no seat, grab yourself and put your bottom on the floor and be in position. Absolutely be in position, because your place is right here. Good. Now, ladies, if you need to use the bathroom and you're outside and there's a line to the bathroom and you're standing in line looking at me, listening to me, let me tell you, go on to the men's bathroom. Please say, excuse me, and go and use the men's bathroom and come right back and grab your seat right here. Sometimes the next baby rule, really baby rule. If I say something right here and it resonates with you, whether it touches your heart or touch your mind, put in the comment section, yes. Put right there that it is yes. When you put yes, it is showing that you are following, that you are here and something resonates with you. Listen, for one reason, here on the Crystal Live Show, I would like to know that you're following, that you're listening to me, because now this is not a monologue. This is a dialogue. So if I say something, I expect you to just give an answer somewhere. I'll give a comment somewhere in the comment section. That's why the comment section is there. So please put a comment in the comment section. Good. Now, with that said, anybody went to the bathroom and they're taking long? That is none of my business. If they want to take long, that's their business. So what will happen when they take long? I just go right on up in here and I go right in the audience and I welcome those who are in the audience that already grab their seats. So guess what happened? Let me go over to the audience and I will welcome Georgia over there. Welcome, Georgia. Welcome. Yes. Listen, honey. Color is it? I like my color. Color is a therapy, you know. When I have my color, they call it happy colors. So thank you so much for coming. Thank you, Miss Judy. Thank you so much for being here. Yes, indeed. Listen, audience, listen. First timers, let me tell you something. First timers, if you are sitting here, you did not put your name in the comment section because you feel some way shy. Don't you worry, because sometimes I feel shy too. Sometimes I feel shy. But that's okay. Put your name here so we could welcome you. We one big family. We welcome each other right here. So just pay attention to what is happening. Good. Tonight. Let's go. If you are ready, let me know that you are ready so we could roll on into tonight's episode. Because if we roll on in there, honey, we are going this way. We are going onward, forward. We are not going backwards. We don't know anything about the backward stuff. We don't know that. We are going forward. So put in the comment section that you are ready, because I am ready. Listen, while you typing that, I might just sip my own water. I'm sipping water. Yes, I like to shop with my water. Sometimes I don't have my water, but it's okay. Most of the time I do have my water. So type in the comment section that you are ready. Yes, type it in there that you are ready so I can know that you are ready so we could roll into tonight's episode. Thank you kindly. While you're doing that, I might just play some music for you since we are doing some changing up here. We're changing some things up in here. We are changing some things up in here. So please put in the comment section that you are ready so we could roll on into the night's episode. Yes, indeed. Let's roll on into it. We are going to be talking about changing our habits. Yes, Lord. Sometimes we just got to change up our habits, whether it is our eating habits, whether our lives, whatever it is, we got to have a change. You know, it's Sam Cooke that did the song, A Change Gonna Come. If y'all know that song, you can raise your emoji, put up your electronic hands, your virtual hands, and all that good stuff. Put up your hand if y'all know that song that says, A Change Gonna Come. Woo! A change gonna come. A change ain't coming. A change is here. Yes, hey, a change is not going to come. Absolutely not. A change is not going to come. A change is already here, because when we show up, simply mean we are showing up with the mentality to change up some things. We are about to change up something. So Yes, Sam Cooke done did the song. Past tense, okay? Past tense. So whoever out there that wants to sing that song again, talking about a change gonna come, no, honey, a change is here. Hello? Change is here. And because the change is already here, we are going to take it to another level. We are going to take it to another level. We're not going to wait for it to come. We are going to take it to another level. And while we are doing that, what will happen when we are taking something to another level? We got to change up some things. We got to change our mentality of how we handle things, of how we see things, of how we perceive things. The very things that we perceive, if we don't change the way we're seeing it from the time we were 5 years old, honey, ain't gonna change. Anybody out there? Anybody out there? If we don't change the way we see things from the time we were 5, what will happen? We gonna be stuck in the same time when Sam Cooke did that song. A change gonna come, and we gonna keep on singing that song. A change gonna come. No. I'm only going to be dropping with you only. See, sometimes I go with 4, 5 times. No. Tonight, we're only going to go with 2 habits. 2 ways to change our habits. 2 ways. 2. Only 2 ways. Double up. We're going to double up on this. We're going to double up. So we're going to go only in 2 ways to change our habit of success, of how we define success. Success is over there, and oftentimes what will happen, we hear the word success and we get intimidated by the word success. We get scared by the word success. You know, we start saying, oh, I can't be successful. And we start downgrading ourselves. And we start saying, oh, only this certain set of people are successful. And we start talking all manner of things. All manner of things. Instead of, and I tell you, most of the time, we don't talk ourselves into success. We talk ourselves out of success. Out of success. Why are we talking ourselves out of success? Because of the connotation that we gather in our head of what success is. Of the very meaning of what we think success is. Now raise your hand if somewhere along the line you define success as having money. You just money, you're successful. And that is how you define success. No. Like I said, this is not a monologue, people. Anybody out there that is watching this is not a monologue. Absolutely not. I am not going to be here just talking away and you are not responding. That's the reason why you showed up here today. But if you showed up for any other reason, now that is up to you. Now, if you showed up here to learn a thing or two, but if you showed up for some other reason, oh well, what we do here, we inspire. What we do here, we empower. What we do here, we support each other. So if those are not your reason for showing up, what can I say? Somebody invited you? What can I say? You should know the reason why you show up. This is why I like to welcome you in the audience. Absolutely, this is why I like to welcome you. So if for some reason you just showed up because, you see, some people show up because they want to be curious. And there's nothing wrong with being curious. Curiosity, it helps you learn a thing or two. But always know a why of why you're doing something. So again, here we inspire. And here, if you got stories and all that good stuff, we welcome you here. So come on in the room. Don't hold yourself back. So if you're looking through the window, peeping through, just come on in. So good. So with that said, we want to go into some reason, some definition we think of success. Most of the time we think of success, oh, you're successful. Why? Because you have money. Oh, you're successful because you're a celebrity. Oh, you have money. Oh, you're successful. No, we are successful the way we define success. We are the ones that define our success story. Huh? We are the one that define that. We don't define our success story based on somebody else who is wealthy. We don't define our success story because when we are defining the word success, by the way, someone is healthy, wealthy over there, well, healthy too in your mind, wealthy, we are making comparison. We are making comparison based on our potential, our gifts, our talents, our intention, our expectations, our goals, our purpose, our destiny. We are making comparison. And we are not here to encourage anyone to make comparison. We should not make comparison based on somebody else's success story. Everyone must see themselves for themselves. Where's everyone? Right? Tell me about it. Maybe they went to sleep. You know, sometimes people just fall asleep in their success story. Georgia, maybe sometimes people fall asleep in their success story. And that is exactly could be the case right here. Sometimes people get comfortable in the story, or they get comfortable just moving up just a notch and they go to sleep. They fall comfortable. And when they fall into that comfortable zone, hey, they feel, hey, I accomplished something. I got something. I'm good. No, you're not good. We talk about this. You got to make the next step forward. Each opportunity that we get, each time our eyes are open, our minds going, we got to make another step. We should not be comfortable at any time. No. Not even the wealthiest person in the world is comfortable. The wealthiest person right now is trying to find another way how to be wealthier. The next person up there trying to be wealthier. Somebody's trying to do something else. I talk about my resource all the time. Oprah trying to find some way. Let's see how I can do something else. How can I do something else? How can I do something else? And that is exactly what we need to develop, this mentality of how can we do something else? So the first habit, the first thing that we want to change, because we want to change our habits, because we get our habits and it's like we schedule. It's like we're on schedule. It's like we are on schedule. It's like we're just fixated into doing these habitual things. No, that is not how this is going to work tonight. Tonight we are only going to give 2 habits. It's okay, Georgia, we are here. So what are the first habit? The first habit is, it's a decision that we have to make to build up ourselves. A decision to build. Now, here we go. Make a list of how I can change my habits. So here we're going to go with the first one. The first one is, we got to make a decision. We got to make a decision. We have to make a decision. It is a must that we make a decision of how we are going to build up ourselves. We got to decide on this. I can't decide for Georgia, and I can't decide for Miss Judy. Absolutely not. Each and every one of us have to make our own decision. Everything that we do, everything that we do is personalized. Every decision that we make is personalized. Every step that we make is personalized. Every intention that we have is personalized. Every expectation that we have is personalized. Why? Our purpose is personalized. Our purpose is our own. You don't believe me? Try living in somebody else's purpose. You don't believe me? Try going by somebody else's expectation. If you don't believe me, try going by somebody else's intention. If you don't believe me. My expectation when I come every single show is to show up and go according to the assignment that is given unto me. That's my expectation. Verona, show up. My expectation is to please God all the time. My intention is to please God all the time. My expectation is not George's expectation. My expectation is to please God. God said, Verona, I am counting on you. Okay. So I'm going to say, but Georgia. Oh, but George. He's like, nope, you. If no one is here, I still got to show up. Why? Because it's my assignment. It is my assignment. And we are responsible for our own assignment. We are responsible. I make a decision that God, I make a decision. And that is how I'm going to develop the very assignment that you hand to me. God handed it to me. I got to decide how I'm going to develop it. It's just that simple. So we got to make a decision of how we doing this. We have to make a decision all the time. You cannot live at nobody else's purpose. You see, when we were little children, we depend on our parents to tell us this, and we tell them to wear this and to go in here and to do all of that. Right? Because we are dependent on them. But when we become adults, we got to put away the children's stuff. And then we got to depend on God. And God said, listen to me. This is what I said. That is what I said. That's what we said. Because a baby not going to say, oh, I'm going to go according to God. Because no, a baby don't know a difference. A baby only going according to the parents. So what happened? We have to go according to what God says. So every single day that I show up here, I got to say, let me decide how I'm going to build this up. Let me decide how I'm going to build up today, because I have today. Yesterday is gone. Yesterday episode is gone. So let me decide, how am I going to build myself up when I show up here on today's episode? So I got to make a decision. I've got to make a decision before I click the word live. I got to make a decision when I look in the comment section. I got to make a decision. Before I go live, I got to make a decision. What are my decisions? Well, I got to decide who's coming with me and God in this. I got to decide, Verona, are you just going to show up, and how are you going to sit there? Are you going to be committed? Are you going to just sit there and it's like, don't do nothing because nobody's here with you? Nope, I got to make a decision how I'm going to develop this very gift that God gave me. So we got to come to a decision. That is the first thing that we got to do. We got to decide of how we're going to develop ourselves, how we're going to develop our habits, how we're going to develop our skills, how we're going to develop our expectation. We got to decide on this, because when we decide on this every day, watch this. If every day we get up, what are the habits that we have? What are the basic habits that we have when we get up? Audience, I ask you, what are the basic habits that you have when you get up every morning? We have habits. You know, we could call them routines, whatever we want to call them, habits, routines, same thing. What are the routines that we have when we get up in the morning? What are the habits that we have when we get up in the morning? Some people have bad habits, some people have good habits. But we want to go into the bad habits, because we want to turn the bad habits to the good habits, right? Some people get up in the morning, they don't pray. I encourage you to pray. Some people get up in the morning, routinely, you brush your teeth. Please brush your teeth. Some people just don't brush their teeth. Some people get up in the morning, they got to figure out what color, how we're going to do our makeup. These are habits. So, you know, at this time, I got to go do my makeup. Some people's habits are they know exactly what clothes they're going to put on. Some habits, they hang up their clothes before in the nighttime. It's a habit. Every single time before I go to my bed, I want to iron up my clothes. I want to hang it up. Every single time. These are habits. Call them routines if you want, but these are habits. But we want to change some habits. Sometimes we got to change the fact that, hey, I press out my clothes every night. Oh, I hang up my clothes every night. Oh, I do my makeup this. Oh, this is the time I do my makeup. So you got to change your habits sometime for the benefit of your success story. Some people just get up and they just go. This is what I normally do. This is what I've been doing for 5 years. So you don't believe that you can change that? Yes, you can. Yes, you can. But this is what I've been doing all my life. No, you can change that too. For the benefit of your success story, take that leap of faith and change the very habit that you've been doing for the past 5 years. Habitual. You've been eating the same kind of food every single day. Find a way to switch that up. Why? You can mix things up. Mix things up. I'll give you one of the mix of things that you can do with your food. If you like beans, now you don't gotta eat rice and beans every day. I'm not putting that on nobody. If you like rice and beans, you like rice and beans. I like rice and beans. Listen, I like rice and beans. I could eat rice and beans every day, honey. Okay? Listen, my mama used to make rice up every day. She could make some rice. But sometimes, guess what happened? You could take the same beans, and instead of you having it with rice, you put it with some potatoes. See? You mix it up. And you have a good meal. If you have potatoes today, you want to mix it up. And you have a piece of bread. Or you could have some same beans, and guess what you do? You mix it up again, and you put it in some salad. You see where we're going? So you mix things up, but you want to make sure that you're getting some good benefit, huh? You want to get some good benefit. Yes, indeed. Welcome, Sharon. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Right? So you want to mix that up. So you're taking that same beans and you're changing the habit of having rice and beans every day. And you take the same beans and you make some salad. So you see what's happening now? You're changing your habit of eating this way. And you're going in a healthier way by putting the beans in some salad, and then you go. So now you're eliminating what? You're eliminating the rice. Because now you're changing the habit. Oh, but my family used to this. This is our habit of eating rice and beans every day. Lord knows I could eat me some rice and beans every day. Yes, and my mama, oh, Lord. I tell you, when I talk about my mama and her cooking, if you've been on this show, you hear me talk about my mama and her cooking all the time. Because Lord of mercy, that lady could cook up some food. And when she make up some, listen, in Jamaica, we don't say no rice and beans, though. It's a rice and peas, honey. You get up some good rice and peas. You put some coconut milk up in there, and you're good to go. Huh? So she cook up some good. Yeah, she had cook up some good up food. But let me stay focused. Let me stay focused, because I started thinking about that good food, and Lord, you let me want to go up in my kitchen and cook up some food. But I'm not no good cook like my mama, so I'm not going to try that. So you've been here, you know that I talk about my mother under her cooking all the time. So good. The first one is let's develop ourselves. The second habit, basic habits that we want to do. We want to see. I tell you all the time that when I come, you see me pop in my head, I'm writing things down as I say them, writing things down. Now, the next habit that we want to change. We want to change how we see our story. So we want to create our stories, all right? We don't want to create just another story. So the way we see our story, it could be based on the circumstances that we're in, that we're born in, that got inflicted on us based on society, the way society see us, the way society put us out there. All these things, everybody got a story. I said this already. We all got a story. So now, what is the second way we are going to change our habit? We are going to change our habit by creating, not the story, not no regular story. We want to create that, THAT, that story. We want to create that story. Everybody following, raise your virtual hand that you are following, or put in the comment section. Yes, you are following. If you have any question while we got to this point, please put it in the comment section. While you do that, guess what will happen? I will sip some of my water. I'm having coconut water. So you see the little pieces of my coconut up in there? I am having coconut water. Absolutely. Yes, indeed. So listen, if you have any questions so far, let me mix up I should mix up my coconut water so my pieces of coconut will look very nice. Look, I mix up my coconut. You see how pretty that looks now? That is what happened when we mix things up and we change our habit. We want to mix things up. See that? Do you see that? Look. When we mix things up, we change up something, you get a different effect. Any questions so far? Put it in the comment section. Let me know that you have a question. So listen again, if you are just tuning in and you're by the window, staring in, looking this way, I welcome you to come on in. Let us know that you are here on the live. Absolutely. Let me know that you're here so I could welcome you. I like to welcome people because it's a form of support that when you come in and support me, I send back support and support you, because together when we support each other, we will grow. When we support each other, we will have a stronger community. We will have a better world when we support each other. So don't be over there. Maybe you're underneath a tree by the gate, wherever you are. Maybe you're eating a mango or something. Oh, Lord. Maybe you're somewhere. Wherever you are, don't be over there and peep in. Come on in the room. Let us know that you are here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So now if you have a question, again, put in the comment section if you have a question that we could go over it. We here, we like to learn. So when one question or one comment is in the comment section, that's why it's called the comment section, post a comment. When one person puts something in the comment section, what will happen? We will learn from that person. When I say something, you learn from me, I learn from you. We go together. It is a student and teacher setting. No one is too old to learn. No one is too young to learn either. Learning go on and on forever. Amen. Good. So let us continue this. If you don't have a question, we will continue where we talk about the second way how we're going to change our habit. And that is to create. To create. Listen carefully. Let me write it in here because we don't have theater tonight. So the second one is to create. That is the second one, is to create that story. Now, if you have a question of why I say to create that story, put that in the comment section as well. Listen, audience, the show is called the Question Live Show. Simple mean, if I ask a question, every time there's a question, there is an answer. So if I ask a question, I would expect an answer. If you ask a question, then you would expect an answer. That's what the show is called, the Question Live Show. Ask a question. Excuse me. Ask a question. So create that story. That is just the second way. We're only doing 2 ways tonight. 2 ways. Level up. The second way to change our habit of what? The way we see success, the way we define success, the way we are going on this journey. It is to create that story. What is that story? You may ask, I answer you. That story is the way you want to see yourself, see your end result and bring it up this way. Whatever your end result is, you're going to bring it to the forefront. Start from the end. Start from the end. How do you sit down and visualize yourself? Do you get up every day and just visualize yourself just sitting there? Do you get up every day and just go to sleep mentally? Because here we want to raise your level of consciousness. Your mental level of consciousness must be raised every single day. Raise your vibration here. So do we really get up every day and we just sit there and we just go with the routine? I'm just going to go to work 9 to 5, 8 to 4, whatever your schedule is. We're just going to go on. We're just going to go with the habit. That is the habit. You get up every day. That's your routine every day. Go on to work. Go to 9 to 5. You get to work. You sit there like, no. You just do that normal stuff every single day. You program yourself. Every day is like you just program to go in 9 to 5 every day and just do the same thing. Now your job title say do this. Sure, you do it. You're sure gonna do what is assigned to you. But what will happen? You might want to get in the habit of sitting somewhere else or typing somewhere or typing differently. Find another way to do the assignment that you got given to you. There's a question. What do you think make us have bad habits? Lazy mentality. Georgia, that's an excellent question. That is an excellent question. Why do we have bad habits? It is called a lazy mentality. It is called a poor mentality. It is called a poverty mentality. That is an excellent question. Thank you for that question. We have bad habits because we get so comfortable. We stay in our comfort zone. We don't want to accept change. We oftentimes just get wrapped up into that comfort zone and we wrap ourselves like it's a blanket and we stay right there in our comfort zone. No, I don't want to do that. And you see that word that says don't, is that you're downsizing yourself. When we keep on saying, I can't, I don't, I won't, all those, it is downgrading us. It is downgrading your mentality. It is downgrading your consciousness. It is downgrading your level of greatness that is piled up inside. Oh, I don't want change. Oh, I don't like change. Oh, I don't want to do this. Oh, no. Would you like to go? No, I don't want to do that. Oh, no, I don't want to do that. And we whine and I don't want to do that. And you know, because each one of us know when we want change. You're going on your routine and you're just trotting. You're just trotting. Trotting. And you're just trotting, going according to the crowd. Do not follow the crowd. Yeah, I said that. Don't follow the crowd, honey, because everything is personalized. Not everything that the crowd is doing is so correct. They said, do what the Romans do. No. Do what God tells you to do. And God is saying, get out of your comfort zone. Stretch yourself a little bit more. Not stress. Not stress. Stretch your potentials. Stretch your gifts. Stretch your talents. We oftentimes don't want to feel the pain of stretching. We don't want to feel that stretching. We don't want to feel that. Stretching is good. You get up in the morning like, you stretch. You get in the habit of listening to one sort of music. Listen to some other music. The only thing you see when you're in the routine is when you're in uniform. And they tell that this is the uniform that you gotta wear. You gotta wear this uniform. In prison, many of you who've been here, that I had the opportunity, the greatest opportunity to interview 2 inmates. And of course, what happened? They gotta be in their routine. But when we go with the point of freedom, where there's no limitation to us. Even those two inmates, they stretch themselves, because why were they on the show? If you've been on the show, you know the story of them. They were authors. They were published authors. Yeah. So what happened? Even though they had a routine, you're going to get up this time, you're going to fix your bunks, you're going to be in your cell, you're going to this, you're going to that, you're going to this, you're going to go out in the yard, you're going to watch this, you're going to listen for this, you're going to listen for that, gate closed, all of this. What happened? They stretch their potential to say, even though you're telling us to go on this routine, there gotta be something else I can do. And that is exactly what I am encouraging you audience to do. There gotta be something else. There gotta be something else. So let us stretch our potential and create that story. Let us create that story. The story where you're visualizing the greatest part of you. The greatest part of you. So audience, I would like to ask you this question. You can write it down as well. This is the question I ask you. What is it that you so desire? What is it that you desire? What kind of life you desire to have? What is the life that you so desire to have? Whatever the life that you desire to have, create that story. What is the life? I told you all the time, and you hear me mention this all the time. I look at Oprah Winfrey all the time, dearest sister Oprah, and I've been watching her for over many years, over 20 years. I've watched Oprah. And I watch her and I listen to her story all the time. But you see, Oprah had a desire to get to where she is right now. Oprah's desire was not just to get up and like, hey, I'm just... No, Oprah had a desire to get to where she is right now. So while I watch, I'm like, oh, I don't desire to be Oprah. Let's get this clear. I don't desire to be Oprah, but I desire a life that reflects the greatness that is inside of me. But why I'm making reference to Oprah is because Oprah is my help desk. Oprah inspired me. And Oprah is still inspiring me, just to let you know. Like, yeah, Oprah, I know you inspired me then, and you are still inspiring me now. Because you are my help desk. And that is what we got to do. We got to keep on finding our help desk and be inspired to create that story. You are not creating your story to be somebody else's story. I'm not creating my story to be Oprah's story. Oprah got her story. I'm creating my story using Oprah as my help desk. So we got to find a help desk to create that story. So audience, what is the life that you so desire to have? That great life that you so desire to have. Let me tell you, there's no limitations to what you can have. When you imagine something, you believe it, because when your imagination going, it is not just you creating something. It is God that's putting the very thoughts up in your mind. God is putting the very thoughts in you, and it becomes what we call our imagination. While we thought about it, we got it. We got a glimpse of it. And when we got a glimpse of something, it's because God just dropped it. That little boom, give you a glimpse of what you can become. God gave us that. God gave us that little glimpse of what we can become. So I encourage each and every one of you to have that desire to see your great self over there and bring your great self right here and start operating on your greatness. Absolutely. Let me see. Georgia said, I desire to be someone who will be helping others who is less fortunate and also telling them about God. And that is exactly how you should see yourself, every day that is your strong desire, that you should know that there's nothing that you desire that God won't grant. God grant the desire of your heart. And when you have a desire, where it lies? In your heart. So yes. So with that said, go out there. If you don't know what your desire is, find what your desire is. Search your heart and pray. We talk about this. Pray and ask God to reveal to you that which is in your heart, that which you so desire. Because what you desire, I tell you, it should be greatness. What you desire, it should be you having a successful life. Is you writing your own success story. And when you write your own success story, somebody's going to come behind you and see your footprint. So I want to tell you, thank you so much for tuning in to tonight's episode of the Question Live Show. Georgia, Miss Judy, Sharon, thank you so much for tuning in into this live session of the Question Live Show with your host, moi, Verona Willis-Brown. I hope to see you tomorrow. Same time, same place. As we continue this session, I hope you have learned a thing or two, because that is exactly what the intention is, to come here and make sure that you learn a thing or two. Why? Because here we inspire, we empower, we support each other. Thank you for being here.